as some would call it, being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ole Miss Rebels. Taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The give to the single back. Powers through the defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
The Rebels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it.
Turning it on! Play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Snagged on the outside. It's Need. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. On the run, it's Booker. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff to the single running back. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. To the ground to try to move the chains. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Precise precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They go 83 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly out to the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's De La Rosa. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds a man on the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On the ground, it's Booker. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the ground with the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, Phyllis.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cross. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick release by the QB. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The running back has it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. He's looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights. Good. Are forced to settle for 3. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Ends a draw. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
to the ground to try to pick up the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick?
He's got it, first down and more. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. They'll leave it with him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Booker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Handoff from the gun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Third down, red zone play. Crowd alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Bowman. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
And a nice catch. Way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. The give to the tailback. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
Number 18, on to kick it away.
Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line.
This offense will take over 1st and 10.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab on the big throw. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll give it to him again. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Smashes ahead. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Rebels! And the punishment has been extended. On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. Defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And for the 2nd time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lost to fire on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give to the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give to the back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Rebels come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Need. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Takes the handoff. It's Booker. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. He's got an open man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lets it fly. Makes the grab. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming in this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them.
Oh, he's got some space. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time,